This was the unfamiliar sting of defeat and disappointment for a group of Chelsea prodigies for whom winning has become second nature. Most of these players have experienced serial success for both club and country during the formative years of their careers, so finding themselves outclassed by Barcelona here would have been strange and shocking. But they will never develop into world-class footballers without a few knockbacks along the way, and the sight of Barcelona lifting the UEFA Youth League trophy here is all part of the learning curve. The Catalan club's second Youth League success and first for 4 years was earned thanks to 2 goals from Alejandro Marques and late third by Abel Ruiz, capping a largely dominant performance that left Chelsea chasing the game. While the double goal scorer certainly earned top marks for his performance, Ruiz and Ricard Puig also caught the eye in what is clearly another talented generation emerging from La Masia. Though Callum Hudson-Odoi did strike a post with a second-half free kick, Chelsea showed few signs of finding their way back after Marques robbed Marques of possession to score his second 7 minutes after half-time. Indeed, there was greater fight from the 10 men of the Manchester City in the face of Barcelona's class in Friday's semi-final as they hauled back a 5-2 half-time deficit to 5-4. So Spanish youth football reigns supreme this time as Barcelona joined Chelsea on 2 triumphs in the 5 years this competition has been going. Red Bull Salzburg, last year, are the only others to lift the Lennart Johansson Trophy. Many of Chelsea's players will now have to pick themselves up for Friday's first leg of the FA Youth Cup final against Arsenal, as they bid for a 5th successive win in that competition. Chelsea, 3-5-2, Cumming, Sterling, Guy, McEachran 58, Grant, James, St. Clair, Maddox, Lamptey 73, McCormick, Familio Castillo, Redden, Brown 67, Hudson-Odoi subs not used, Bulka, Gallagher, Colley, Uwakwe booked, Sterling, James goals, Nani Barcelona, 4-3-3, Pena, Mori, Mingueza, Branderas, Miranda, Ricard Puig, Garcia 90+4, Orellana, Collado, Ruiz, Marques, Jamie 80, Carlos Perez subs not used, Karavic, Moore, Comas, Tugranov, Mortimer booked, Mingueza, Orellana, Pena, Miranda, Mori goals, Marques, 33, 52 referee, Andreas Ekberg. As is the case in many finals, this was a slow burner to begin with. Barcelona were eager to settle into their customary passing rhythm. Chelsea were definitely eager to prevent them. So the sizable and youthful crowd inside the Stade Calvary had to wait 17 minutes for the first opportunity, if it could even be described as such. Barca left back Juan Miranda smacking a shot well over the crossbar. Chelsea's principal threat came from the corners of Hudson-Odoi early on, while Barcelona's build-up play was more measured and meaningful. Gradually, they started to prize open pockets of space with their intelligent movement and the chances began to flow. Abel Ruiz tried to punish a slack clearance by Chelsea keeper Jamie Cumming, but couldn't find the elevation to lob him from 40 yards out. Carlos Perez then spanked a shot exceedingly high and wide. Perez turned on the burners to weave through the midfield and feed Marques, whose shot looped up off the boot of Joshua Grant and landed on the roof of the net, to the relief of Cumming. But when Barcelona's opener arrived, on 33 minutes, it was straight off the practice pitches of La Masia. A pass out of defense found Ruiz, just inside the Chelsea half and under close pressure from Dujon Sterling. Ruiz held the ball up as Ricard Puig sped past and then pulled back. The pair exchanged a 1-2 that took not only Sterling but Jacob Maddox out of the game and Ruiz stormed away into space down the left. Sterling couldn't catch him and Marques seemed in 2 minds and didn't close him down. Cumming didn't leave his line but, instead of shooting, Ruiz had the brilliant presence of mind to dink the ball across goal, where Marques had peeled off a daydreaming Grant to finish with a diving header. It was a masterful goal and few could argue Barcelona weren't worthy of their half-time lead. Chelsea needed a drastic improvement and things almost went drastically wrong when Sterling, booked in the first half, clattered Perez within seconds of the restart. The defender escaped with a talking to. But it wasn't long before Barcelona doubled their lead. He was culpable, not quick enough in bringing a bouncing square pass from Grant under control as the final man. The goal-hungry Marques simply applied pressure and though there was contact as he stole the ball, not enough in the referee's eyes to merit a free kick. 1-on-1 with Cumming, Marques finished coolly into the bottom corner. It was the 4th goal Marques has scored in 5 Youth League appearances and he was the man sacrificed shortly afterwards for another midfielder and George McEachran. Chelsea had created precious little but, on the hour mark, Hudson-Odoi curled a lovely free kick against the base of the post and as the ball evaded blue shirts in the box as it bounced out, you felt it was indicative of their luck. Harvey St. Clair was off target with a firm low drive while Charlie Brown's header skimmed the top of the bar but the rally came too late. And the coup de grace was delivered in stoppage time, when Ruiz rolled home the third following another good move down the right involving Alex Goyado and a square pass infield by Guillem Jamie.